Okay. I know this may be redundant for some of you, so I apologize, but I think this is actually very important. ConnectWise actually, I had a visit with Kay last month, and they're actually going to put this into their best practices documentation so that people will actually start doing it this way because of some of these issues. But there's a couple things to be aware of. Anytime that you have a service status that says we have not responded, it will reset all of the rest of your escalation statuses. So if I have a ticket that has been closed and for some reason somebody puts it as new, it will not have any time to respond, any time to res plan, etc. So the second that somebody then says they've responded to the ticket, it's going to be from the time the ticket was initially created to that point, not from what it was originally. So for that being said, going back to one of your settings inside of ConnectWise, where you have your service board, or where you have it set for your email connector to reopen a ticket, make sure that your reopened status, you've already responded to it, or it's on a hold status or something else. If you have your reopened status to be we have not responded, your SLAs will be SOL. On the same token, something that you have to be very careful about, and I would recommend as a best practice, is if you have a workflow that moves tickets to a different service board, if that service board has a new escalation status on it, that will also screw you up, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So either manually queue those up for people or have them go to a board that has no we have not responded escalation status on it. That will cause you a problem. Also, you'll notice that the flow that you're trying to go, ConnectWise going from the we have not responded to we have responded to we have a res plan, even though that is a logical sequence of events in most of our minds, that is not something that ConnectWise is taking account of. So the fact that it would be obvious that if we have a res plan that we've already responded, that is not the case. So you need to make sure that you have a workflow or a business process in place that moves from the we have responded to the we have a res plan to we have resolved. And the way that I do that is leveraging gadgets. We use SLA by status to make sure that they're not getting lost somewhere. And you'll notice that the only place that people can enter time, so engineers have to move it to in progress to be able to put time against it, which means if it has been res planned and not